M0FXB. Let's use our CTR2 micro, as you can see here, to control our Flex 8400, 6400. We are on Windows with the Flex, and on the right hand side you're seeing this cool little browser that is connecting to CTR micro, so it's included. You do have to set it up. I'm going to show you how to do that. But if you look here, if I click the frequency on the browser and just change that like so, and then click accept, you'll see that it changes. Of course, there are many other parameters here, so let's try the band. So we'll go 40-meter band, and let's choose 20, and it flicks. Theme, that's more of the actual browser. PTT, let's try that. I did that TX. Let's try it again. I'm not seeing it PTT, but it probably does. You've got up and down here. I'm thinking, but you get the idea. So there are parameters that you can set. The main thing you want to know is how are you going to connect your micro to, to the PC, just like I have. So there's a terminal emulator called CTR2. You can use PuTTY as well. We're going to use CTR2. So download this, and you get this tiny little square yellow window with a T in it. When you open that, you get this. So go File, then New Connection. Remember, the cable is connected to our PC, so we do need the COM number. Right click and go Device Manager, and just get your COM number coming from the micro, the CTR2 micro. Mine's 20 there. See that 20? So close that. Then go File, New Connection. So File, New Connection, you get this. Put in the COM port here, which is 20. Serial. Click OK. As soon as you do this, you're connected. Press the enter button on your computer and you get to this window. Press enter again. Make sure you click the actual black square and you get to this window. This is where you can start configuring. Go down until you, with the down arrow on your keyboard, until you get to I, and press enter. Okay, and here is where you could start adding your settings for your Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is highlighted, press enter. And here you can start, just go down. If I press enter on SSID, I can type that and it's done. Press enter again. And then you go down, I'm not going to show you my password, but when I press enter, I can put in my password. And then it connects. And if you have to, turn it on and off and it will connect. Okay? Now press enter. If we go escape now on my keyboard, press enter again, but this time we're going to do radio. So we'll go down one and press, it says there, Flex A, enter. Okay? And you can see the different parameters that we can change, but we need to tell it to connect to our Flex radio. It needs the IP address of your Flex radio. So we just escape there a minute. On your Flex radio up here, so you can see this, we're going to go File. So go across to Settings. See File, Settings. Go down to Network. Actually, now go to Radio Setup. Then go across. We've got Network here, and here it is. 192.168.1.175. You need that number, okay? So you saw how I did that. I'll show you again. Settings, Radio Setup, Network. And there's my IP. We're not in SmartLink at the moment. We're just using our local connection within this house. So you've got that number. Now we'll go back to the CTR2 window. If everything vanishes, just click on the black part and press enter. Okay, and then you go to the menu. Now you notice there when I press enter, underneath the word configure, you've got radio. Okay, there's that. Press enter. Then escape. You'll notice we've even got an S meter showing here as well. Anyway, so now go back to your interface here. So you should be able to see the IP address of your little micro. Do a search if you need to, a Wi-Fi search. And if you look here, you've got lots of selections, but one of them here, so at the moment, says flex. So we're going to hit it. Then we're going to hit flex here. And then look, you've got connection. Hit that and see all the selections here. Hit it again. This is where you can put in the IP address of your Flex radio and then accept. Okay. Once you do that, you can start to control I haven't changed the presets that Lynn has put in here, 4992, because they just worked. Click OK. Okay. Accept and then escape. So there you are. So you can spend hours and hours tinkering with this. You can, you are just it makes sense to display the different TerraTurn windows at the same time. So you can go in and configure items. And then I would just, even I'm going to have to just go through, look at all these different settings. But really, I would say that the web server way of doing it is just, it's slightly, as Lynn says, slightly slower, but it's just another way of configuring everything here. So you can just, when you're clicking the black window, you go to band there, select that, and then go enter, and it changes. And then obviously moving the knob as well to move the frequency. And you've got buttons here that you can preset. I haven't even touched them yet. The other thing is that when you're in these settings, I've noticed that, when you touch things on the buttons, it does highlight things here as well. Look at that, just tapping. You're seeing the modes change, flex, theme, PTT. And yeah, it's just, there's a lot. And this is just me tinkering with my flex on my PC. If you look at the side of the micro, with the right cables and the right type radio, you've got some dip settings that are itemized on the back. The different uses. Sorry, not the clearest image. You can see there. And you can plug in your paddle to this. So let me just grab my keyer a minute to see if it starts to work. There you are. You've got key PTT. That might be why it didn't go into PTT. Maybe I have to connect an extra cable. Cat paddles. I got a paddle here. Let me grab that. So and if you look at the sort of dashboard, it's showing TX, but I obviously haven't set up the TX, but it works. It does work. So thanks for watching. Interesting configuring, and when you buy this item, you buy something that does thousands of functions on many different radios. So it's all about learning, tinkering, and you're not going to learn it in 10 minutes. Bye for now. 7